Hello, everyone. Joe from Central Jersey, Conrail and Inscale, and welcome. My microphone's moving. So it's Saturday, May 19th. It's about 5 o'clock. Our session's underway. So what's been going on is this. So we decided to run the transfer trains first, switch the yard, and then put the local crews out. Unfortunately, we've been at it for 3 hours now. We've had a couple things going on. What happened was seems like some of the track swelled up, and we had a tortoise go down right in the yard throat, so it kind of slowed down the operations. And but you know what, my crews are being super positive, and they're still with it, and they're trying really hard. And so we got Bill Graham, we got Mike, we got Mario, we got Chris, and we got Steve down there operating. So what's going to happen is the SAO2 is just getting ready to pull out to head down to Sayreville to start their work. And then the next train should be getting called would be I think it's going to be the SA39, which Steve's running. So I'm going to swing the camera around and put it on the dispatch desk so you guys can watch dispatch because we should be getting some radio traffic soon. All right. I got my live feed going on my computer right now. So if you guys got any questions, just chime in and I'll try to answer them as best as possible. Okay, so for right now, what I'm going to do is I'll walk you through some of the stuff, and while we're waiting for some people to call up for orders. Right now, what I got is got my train order book. Bill Graham ran the OI 16, WJOI 16, and he also ran the 53, and they're back in the staging yard. I just got to clear that Form D. Form D was cleared at 12:06 hours. I'm a little behind on my train order book. So, and we got our radios out for the crews. I got the clipboards, pouches if they need them, and one more throttle, and that's for Mario. And then these are the switch lists that we're using. So, get my mic in there. For those of you watching, how's my audio? Can you hear me good enough? All right. Low Archer, thank you very much, sir. I appreciate it. Thank you, sir. All right. So, you know, I know a lot of you had asked about streaming dispatch for this session, so I went ahead and got it all set up. I'm going to let it go. Well, the session's going to last, hopefully, maybe it's probably going to run over a little bit. It all depends on the crews. But I think I will cut dispatch off at an hour because I think after that, it's going to be kind of dead. What I do need to do is I got to get, let's say 39, I got to get his Form D ready. So I got my blank Form Ds. Switch lists out of the way. Alton calling the SA39.
The SA39.
Have you been assigned motive power yet?
Go ahead, dispatch.
I was inquiring if you have a road unit assigned to you yet.
Master's just moving the train out of Browns.
All right, as soon as you get your unit number, just let me know so I can get your Form D ready.
10-4.
Allentown calling the YJ SAO2. I guess Chris isn't paying attention. Yes, yes, Archer. Would have been nice if I had that GP38 to run. GRE 2057. Good evening, sir. Abbeville and Northern Railroad. Pretty cool. So yes, I've been there's while we're waiting for something. There's been a lot of discussion right now. As this schedule is probably not the best, I believe, because there was a lot of downtime where the crews were waiting patiently for their trains. I'm thinking that maybe next session we're going to flip flop it. We're going to have the yard ready, run the locals, and then have the transfer trains run at the end. So this way there's not so much downtime, because there was guys were hanging out. I was expecting 40 minutes, but it turned out to be a little longer. I guess I was underestimating the time. So it's kind of a learning experience. Luckily, like I said, everybody's been very positive, and so, yep. Very cool. Lionel, huh? 020 oak scale. Yeah, that would limit 5 millibits per second. All right, everyone. I'm going to go away from the camera for a minute and find out what's going on. Randy's Rock and Roll Railroad. Hello, sir. All right, everyone. So, the 39's getting lined up. He still hasn't got his power out. I got to call the SAO2. I told him to pick up the radio. Allentown calling the SAO2.
Go for SAO2.
Just checking in with you. Did you make it over to Sayreville and start your work?
Affirm.
All right, Ursi. All right, so the reason I want to do that because I want to update my status board. The reason I want to do that because I want to update my status board. So you know what? Hold on to your lunches, ladies and gentlemen. What I'll do is this. So SAO2, he's out of Brown's yard. He's overworking. And then we got the 39s getting lined up. And Brown's ready to come out. So I'll put him in there. And then 39, don't forget he's going down to Tom's River to work. And then the next one up after that is Mario with the SA37. So we'll put him in the hole. Just visualize how everything is set up so I can keep track of everything. Is that a good angle for everyone, or should I move that camera? So this is the life of a dispatcher, sitting and waiting. Thank you, Joe. Thank you, Joe. Appreciate that. Though today it's been giving us some fits. Some of the joints have swelled up. We had a couple derailments and going up the big helix, so it's been slow. It's been a little frustrating at times, but I think everything's coming together now. The trains are getting ready to roll out, so it's getting a little better. So those of you who are joining us late, what we're doing is we're streaming dispatch here at the Sayhurst Secondary. We're about 3 hours into our op session. We got the yard all switched out. Trains are all made up. Yardmaster's moving trains onto the ready tracks and calling crews. The SAO2's out on the Sayreville running track working now. SA39's getting lined up, ready to head down to Tom's River. Just waiting for the call up from the 39 to get his Form D, and then we'll get him running down the line to Tom's River. That's for the SA39. It has battery, so he's all set. How is your computer supplies on the layout working? I'm looking to build a couple of them for mine. What do you mean, GRE 2057? I'm not sure. Computer supplies. Oh, the power supplies. Oh, dude, they are working really good. They're humming away right now. Takes time. My layout had the same issues with getting the bugs out. Yeah, Joe. It seems like we had a little weather change. It got cool and things got all out of whack. Jesse never got the email. Well, Vinny, what do you mean Jesse never got the email? I don't understand. Are you talking to somebody else or me? Oh, okay. Thanks for tuning in, Vinny. Let me know how you guys are with that camera angle for now. I can always move it if you need to, if you want to see something a little better.
Dispatch, this is the SA-39 ready to leave Browns Yard.
All right, Allentown answering. Go ahead with your lead unit number.
Engine 2808.
All right, so if you're ready to copy your Form D.
Go ahead.
Form D, C1032, C&E, number 2808, crew of the SA-39. Circle, line 2, operate on south direction, on single track, between Browns and Toms River Industrial. Dispatcher is JD. Time effective, time now. If you can give me a read back on the time. All right, Roger, 16:53 hours. You're clear to proceed. When you get down to Lakehurst, call me up for your next Form D to get you onto the Toms River Industrial, and you can get to work. All right, so that's the SA-39. He's out there now, heading down the line. I asked him to read back the time to me, and that was because I don't have a fast clock up here in the dispatch office. That's a problem. So now he's out on the line. I gotta get the next Form D is probably going to be for the TRI, so it's going to be C104. So I'll go ahead and start pre-filling that out. Somebody's trying to call in. Probably going to be the
Yardmaster, operator of SA-35.
Allentown calling Browns Yard. We're going to hold the SA-35 in the yard. Go ahead and call the SA-37.
Yardmaster to operator of SA-37.
He hasn't been issued a radio. That's Mario. He's probably over in the crew lounge. Have him head up to dispatch and I'll give him his stuff. All right, so they're calling over to get Mario in to get his train together for the 37. So he'll be coming up here in a minute to get his paperwork and all that stuff. All right, Mario. Here's your radio. Here is your throttle. Mike will show you how to. You've used these before, right? The UT4s?
I have a 402.
Okay.
Straight 402.
But
this, yeah,
he'll show you how to dial it up.
Yeah,
and
dial it.
And then here's your work order switch list.
Okay.
To make sure you get the car cards from Mike, and you're set to go.
Okay. And
you want a pen?
Form D is.
Oh, my fault. I almost forgot your Form D. I'll give you. You're only going to be probably going to need. You're going to need 2 Form Ds. One to get you down to Toth. You know what? No, I'm just going to give you 1 Form D. I'll give you 2 copies. If you need more, I'll come down and bring you blanks.
Okay.
But pretty much you're going to run down. I'm going to give you the whole main line south of Toth.
Okay.
Or I'm sorry, from Browns Yard. I'm going to give you the whole main line down to 65.
Okay.
So you'll own the whole main line. So we'll only need 2 Form Ds. One to get you down and one, actually just one.
Okay. No. That. Okay, I'm good.
All right, and then call up when you get your motive power so I can get to your Form D.
Okay.
All right. Hey, Joe, just wanted to say I love the layout and all your videos. I'm sure it's a lot of work, but definitely a labor of love. Thank you, Dexter Dog. Cool observation. Thanks, New Haven Rails. All right. I'll be right back, guys. I'll be right back, guys.
This is the SA-39. I'm at the Route 70 overpass waiting for permission to enter Toms River Industrial.
All right, roger that, SA-39. Give me 1 second, I'll get your Form D. All right, roger that, SA-39. Give me 1 second, I'll get your Form D. All right, he's ready to go into the TRI, so I'm going to give him Form D C-104, CNE number 2808. Operate in both directions, single track, between TRI and end of track, EOT. All right, SA-39, I got your Form D. You ready to copy?
Dispatch.
All right, C-1042, CNE number 2808, crew of the SA-39. Circle line 2. Operate in both directions, single track between TRI and end of track. Dispatchers JD. Time effective is your time. You just gotta give me that time on that clock.
5:17:13.
Roger, that's 17:13 hours. When you get clear of the main, lock in line to turn out on the main and report the time to me so I can cancel your old Form D. All right, so I got C-104. I'm gonna update my book. C-103 is SA-39. SA-39 for C-104. I'm just doing it in my book here so I can keep track. So it's going to be Browns to TRI. If you guys are asking me questions, I'm sorry. I got my head turned. C-104 was TRI to end of track. Time effective on C-103 was 16:53. Dispatcher JD. And time effective on C-104, 17:13 JD. We just got to wait for those closing times on that. I'm going to get started with the 37. And he's going to be taking out Form DC 105, WJSA 37. And that's going to be Browns to main line. It's just going to be done on the main line down there south of Toth. So Form D is C-105, dated July 19th, 1988. I just got to wait for his unit number. And I'm going to give him the full main. He's going to lock every. I'm going to put him on the main, and that'll lock him in. That will lock everybody in their place. So Steve's going to be stuck down on the Toms River Industrial. So operate in both directions on single track between Browns and milepost 65. So that'll be his Form D. So let's update our status board so we don't get confused. I'll swing you guys around, show you how to do that. Try not to make you dizzy. Okay. So SA-39, he's down here on the Toms River Industrial. CA53, he's back in staging. And 37 should be coming up next. So there we go. Guys, got any questions so far? Joe, I got 5 people. I got Bill Graham. I got Steve. I got Chris. They came back. We got 2 new gentlemen, Mike and Mario. So 6, counting myself, that's 6. Yeah, Joe, it was nice that I got all these great guys together to run some trains, and I just wish, hopefully with the guys together to run some trains, and I just wish, hopefully with the change in the schedule for next session, it'll run a little smoother. So I'm just gonna wait for the 37 to call up. Hello, Neil. How you doing today? So if you're just tuning in, just want to let everyone know what's going on. We're at the 3.5 hour mark on the session. Yard's been switched. The 2 transfer runs, the OS16 and the CA53 will run. We got the SAO2 out on the Sayreville running track, doing their deliveries. The SA39 just reported in that actually he didn't clear that switch yet. I got to check with him. Allentown calling the SA39. I was just checking the status on that turnout for the main. Did you lock it so I can cancel that Form D?
Yeah, I'm in the Tom's River.
All right, mark the time.
I'm 1734.
I received 1734 hours. That's going to put a cancellation on Form D C103. Dispatcher is Desmond. All right, so we'll cancel that Form D out. 1734 hours. Desmond. There we go. Island to Browns. Back to Oak Island. Just update my board, my book, I mean. All right. New Haven Rails. How are the switches controlled? I like the idea of having an area removed from the layout to dispatch. I have a dispatch panel on the layout itself to control the power switches. All right, so New Haven Rails, to answer your question, each area has a panel which locally controls the turnouts. And the area that we're modeling is a DCS dark territory, so that's why I'm using these Form Ds and all this. It seems kind of old school, but even though today, I was just at Conrail. I did a tour at Conrail's dispatch center in Mount Laurel about a year and a half ago. They still issue Form Ds. I mean, granted, they use computers and stuff, but they're still doing it kind of the old school way because there's no signals and stuff, and all the turnouts are all manual. So for here on the layout, what I've done to emulate that is the crews get to operate the turnouts manually down there at the layout, and I'm just doing the paperwork shuffle, and I'm keeping track on the dispatcher display board over there. So that's how it works. So yeah, it's a little unnerving. I mean, I got 5 guys down there running. running my layout. I'm kind of blind up here. I don't know what's going on, but occasionally I'm just waiting right now to get the SA37 out And once I do, I'm going to go down there and poke my head in and see how things are going. I hope that answers your question there, bud. So you can hear the background noise. That's my family. Actually, Steve's wife's over. So it's kind of turned into a little social event here, these op sessions. So that's good. You know, it gets everybody involved. So. Yeah, it does. It's really cool. You know, the Form Ds, it's handwritten Form Ds. I think it kind of goes hand in hand with model rareting. It kind of fits in really good together. So that's a good choice, I think. Yeah, Sparky. Yeah, I do got to rig some kind of cameras up here. Thank you, Joe. So, you know, I just got some lot of stuff up here that keeps me informed. I got all my extra forms and admin stuff in this bin over here. And where's my other stuff? No, actually, I left my book down in the layout room. I usually keep the DOT response guidebook up here, so I don't have that. Yeah, Sparky, this book turned out pretty good. I actually got this idea from one of Andy Sperandio's videos. He was doing a train order sheet, and it kind of using the same thing. The large ledger was actually from Staples. That's where I got it. It's just one of these column pads, and I just write in it. Turned out perfect, I think. And then I just got the binder, a 3-ring binder to go with it. And then I made my headers so I can keep track of everything. And I just use a red pen to know when I cancel stuff and a black pen when I issue it. And then from last session that we did with my operators, I put a line through it so I know that everything was accounted for and it was all canceled. So this was our ops blowout. This was all the paperwork for that. I kept track of all that. Yeah, it just helps you keep everything organized. But yeah, I think it was a perfect idea. BNSF 1982, your my leg got hit by lightning on Monday. Now I have to replace everything. Oh, including your locomotives, they get cooked too? So it looks like I got some new people jumping in here on the feed. So I'll just give you a quick update. We're three and a half hours into the op session now. Yard's been switched. The OI 16 and CF53 transfer trains were run. We brought up the cars, made up the trains. I got 2 crews out on the line. I'm waiting for the SA37 to call in so I can issue his Form D. And that's where we're at. So I was planning on, I envisioned this going off a little sooner, but you know, we had some technical difficulties with the layout. I had a tortoise switch machine go bad, and that kind of slowed things down. And you know, there were some new people in. They just got to get a little acclimated. But you know what? Everybody's been super positive and super enthusiastic, even though we had some issues, and they've been working really hard. So I can't thank them enough. At one point, I was sitting on the stairs holding my head like, "Oh, this is horrible," but they're keeping with it, so they're liking it. Yeah, Neil, that's exactly what it is. It's an old account ledger book. I just kind of adopted it to the model rarity. All right, yeah, we're waiting now. Oh, quite a while for the 37. So let me go check on him. I'll be back. As soon as I was ready to walk out and check on him, he calls in. All right, SA-37, I just need your lead engine number.
1908. 1908. 0 correction.
Now, give me a read back on that unit number again. I got confused.
Minor 80.
Receive 1980. I have to rewrite this one. 1980. All right. Let me know when you're ready to copy your Form D. SA-37, just let me know when you're ready for Form D. All right, SA-37, your Form D is C1052CNE, number 1980, crew of the SA-37. Operate in both directions on single track between Browns and milepost 65. Dispatcher's JD, and time effective on, I just need you to read it back.
Dispatch, can you repeat the information again? A little slower this time.
Now, roger that. Form D, C1052, CNE, number 1980, crew of the SA-0, crew of the SA-37. Circle, line 2, operate in both directions on single track between Browns and MP65. SA-37, just give me the time off the fast clock for me so I can validate this.
Clock 1816.
Now receive 1816 hours. Have a good trip, sir.
10-4.
All right, so now everybody's out working. 1816 hours, JD. Okay. Got some comments here. Yes, it does. Okay. Yeah, 37. I think it was just having a little technical difficulties there. You've had a massive injection of voltage in play. Okay. Where did you get the 4Ds? New Haven says. No, I do not work for the Railroad New Haven Rails. Actually, the Form Ds I got looked like to me that somebody took the Form D out of the NORAC handbook and kind of like photocopied on the Conrail logo and made it themselves. So if you look for the NORAC handbook, they actually have blank Form Ds in there that you can go and made it themselves. So if you look for the NORAC handbook, they actually have blank Form Ds in there that you can use. I can't even remember where I got this from. I can't even find it anymore. Luckily, I have one master copy to make them all up. Exactly, Neil. This is like the history of who did what. In fact, I got to remember to put in my operators. And this is great for any kind of people that are doing their MMR need to know. So we got OI-16 and the CA-53 was Bill Graham. CA-53, Bill Graham. And then SA39 was Steve. And this is Mario, Mario. I don't have a Form D for Chris because Chris is working under yard limits, so he doesn't get a Form D. So, 39 minutes on the stream. I don't think that we are going to have much more. Can you borrow someone's signature? Because what's going to happen now is these guys are out doing their work, and when they're ready to when they're ready done with their work and ready to go home, the SA37 is going to be the first one to go back. He doesn't need a Form D, and then the 39 is going to need a Form D to go home, and that'll open it up. So really, there's not much left to do here in dispatch. So what I'm going to do then is, if anybody else doesn't have any other questions, no, Sparky, I can't. My laptop died last night, so I have it hooked into my desktop computer here in the dispatch room, so I can't do that. I am going to take down the camcorder. I'm going to do some video footage to have if I do a video for the channel. All right, so the last thing we got to do is we got to put the 37. He's out down here working, so I'll put him in this block here. 39's over here, and that's so my board's all updated. All right, so with that being said, I'm going to shut down the feed here on dispatch because really after that, there's not going to be much more to do. So I thank you. Actually, someone might want to pop in here real quick. So I'm just going to close out the feed then because there's not much else going on. And we're going to be wrapping it up soon. So thank you for tuning in. I hope everybody enjoyed. I gave you guys what you wanted. So, all right. Talk to you soon.